Hey y'all, it's your girl Cindy Cesare. In the last video, I shared with you what wholesaling really is. And in this video, I want to share with you how I was able to make $1 million in assignment fees in 2022 and also 2021 wholesaling mobile homes on owned land. All right, so just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm an author, which is a fancy way of just saying I took some of my life experiences and thoughts out of my head and put it into a book. I'm also a mother to some crazy ass kids, a wife, a daughter, sister, and all the other stuff people say so you can relate to them. Basically, I'm a human being a human being, okay? But here's the thing that qualifies me to talk to you about the real estate strategies I want to share with you. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why you should consider wholesaling mobile homes on land too. See, I have been in this real estate investing world for 20 years now, going on 21 years. I started when I was 3 years old. Yeah, of course, I'm kidding. Age ain't nothing but a number. But look, closing these deals are all about the numbers. So let's get to it. I have been involved in many facets of the real estate investing industry, and I didn't start off as a wholesaler. However, after watching those late nights, no money down infomercials, I decided to give it a go. Why, you might ask? Well, because I wanted to make money, that's why. Plus, not having any money to begin with made this all so appealing because I was young, independent, and I wanted to get rich. And plus, I wanted to make my parents proud too. My journey started with doing creative deals, and by creative, I mean I had to think outside the box of traditional real estate. I would find sellers with properties that had enough equity in them who was motivated enough to sell them with no money or very little money down. This means that I had to get in the trenches. I had to get to work. So one thing I did that helped me accomplish this goal was by going to our local Real Estate Investors Association's meeting, which is in your town too, where I met an investor who wanted to unload a crap load of properties, and then he introduced me to other investors that wanted to unload their properties also, and paired that with some extra legwork, presented good opportunities for me to structure the type of no money down deals that I was able to do. And through this method, I was able to acquire many cash flowing properties that I then rented out Section 8 for cash flow, thus creating passive income. And I'm talking about $20,000 a month type of cash flow in my 20s, y'all. All while I was doing this, I simultaneously started buying fixer-upper properties to fix and flip so that I could get more capital in order to acquire even more deals. It was not until a couple of years down the line that these strategies I was using brought me to wholesaling. I was already buying from wholesalers in my town the entire time, and I was not concerned with their strategies, nor was I concerned with how much they were profiting. My only focus was on the deal that I wanted to buy from them. And by that, I mean, did the deal make sense? Did the numbers work for me? And would I be able to hit my target profit? If it did, I had no problem snatching that deal up, which is something that I will discuss with you as we dive in deeper into the wholesaling strategy. So here's what happened during my time being a buy and hold investor and a fix and flipper. I literally wholesaled 2 properties during that time because my other strategies worked for me. I mean, why chase the gold rush when I got diamonds right in my backyard, right? But then the 2008 recession hit, and your girl took a deep hit. I mean, it wiped me out. So much so, I went into depression mode. If you ever saw my other videos and interviews, you know what I'm talking about. I saw everything that I worked so hard for dwindling away, and I needed a way out. That's when I went full force into wholesaling. And that, my friend, is why I am here today. There are more to the story, but for the sake of time, I'm going to get to the point here. So because I had been in the business prior to the crash, and had formed relationships with people that mattered, deals was coming to me naturally, but I couldn't do anything about them because I had no money. I mean, your girl filed for food stamp, y'all. That's how bad it got. But I'm a fighter, and what do fighters do? They fight. So I got up one day, got in my car, and started driving around looking for deals. And lo and behold, I found a house with a for sale by owner sign, and I called up the owner and not only made a deal for that house, but he also had 3 more houses to sell, and I got them all under contract. I built such a good rapport with the seller. We are still Facebook friends till this day, and I'm talking about almost 15 years later. But needless to say, this situation helped me get my mojo back. So that was my journey into wholesaling. But how did I get into wholesaling mobile homes? Well, not as you asked. Here's how it happened. Being the person that I am always looking for an angle. You know that angle that gives you that unique edge? See, the wholesaling space is very competitive, especially in areas like the Tampa Bay area, which is where I live at the moment. You see, before this, I wasn't even looking at wholesaling, let alone virtual wholesaling, which is where you can do a deal in areas where you don't even live. But not only that, you're doing these deals virtually without ever going to see the property in person nor the seller. And to be honest, I didn't even believe in those strategies at the time because I was old school and I was semi-close minded to so much. So I'm the type of person that needed to see every single deal, and I need to feel the energy of the home. I need to feel the home speaking to me. I know you think it's funny, but I was dead ass serious. Look, I'm an empath, okay? But let's get back to the point. So just to escape the competitive nature of the business so that I could get deals done, I started looking at other avenues that everyone else, at least mostly everyone else, would run away from. So that's when I started focusing on condos. I know you thought I was going to talk about the mobile homes right now, right? Don't worry. Stay with me. I'm getting there. Not only did I start focusing on condos, I was working with condos located in 55 plus condo communities because most investors didn't want to deal with that. But I did those deals because I knew it was such a pain in the butt that most wholesalers would not jump through the hoops that would require to get those deals done successfully. So it opened up a door for us, for me and my team. And let me tell you, it's that level of open-mindedness that allowed me to be flexible enough to work with a mobile home lead when that opportunity came along. Here's the story. As I said before, my real estate career started in Tampa, Florida. It's a highly competitive market. At one point, it was coined the guru capital of the world. And everyone and their mamas only wanted cement block homes. It was so bad, I would not dare bring a wood frame home to my regular buyers. So when it came to mobile homes, naturally, I felt like, why in the world would I do that? Meaning, why would I bring them a mobile home deal? I mean, investors didn't even like frame homes as it is, and for good reasons, if you ask me. But because I had started to deviate from the norm, my mind was already preconditioned and open to other possibilities. You see, I was already primed to think outside of the box. So one day, when this mobile home deal came to us, the seller called in and my lead manager took the call. I was like, well, why not? Let's give it a go. So me and my team, we dived right into it. We locked it up, put it under contract with the seller, ordered our title search, and started marketing for a buyer, not knowing if we would get any interest as it was a mess. Plus, it still wasn't sold on the idea that people would actually want a mobile home over a regular type of home, especially a tear down one at that, right? But lo and behold, we had so many interested buyers in it, we sold it within 2 weeks and made a whopping 10 grand in assignment fees wholesaling that bad boy. So that's when I decided to put some respect on the mobile home game. But let's fast forward to a couple of years later. We're not making not only 10 grand or 20 grand, we're also getting 30 grand and even $40,000 in assignment fees, all from wholesaling mobile homes on owned land. Who would have thought, huh? But here's the ticker. My investors that bought some of these deals from us made hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits from those same deals, buying them from us and fixing them up and selling them to retail buyers who can't afford to qualify for a stick or brick built home. Now, ain't that something? So in the next few videos, I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to generate $1 million in revenues in the form of assignment fees, wholesaling mobile homes on own land, but most importantly, because I know you're anxious to get started, I'm going to share with you how I find the best leads without using a real estate agent and with zero competition. See you in the next video. Meanwhile, if you like my videos, hit subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Let me know about your real estate journey and let me know what type of content you need me to share with you in order to help you on your journey. See you next time.